HMRC have received an application to register the business as an estate agency business under the regulation. This letter is to advise the business that I intend to charge a penalty for trading whilst unregistered prior to the application. This is a breach of regulations 56(5) in reference to regulation 55(3) of the regulation. This letter is to advise the business that I intend to issue a penalty of £1,350 for breaching after 30 days from the date of this letter. So this letter has been circling the internet. It's about deal sourcing. There's a lot of uncompliant deal sourcers out there. There's a few people say this letter's fake. Whether it's fake or not, the HMRC and the FCA are taking a much higher interest in deal sourcing. Deal sourcing, without a question of a doubt, is the fastest way in property that you can replace or supplement your income and build a massive portfolio. So whether you want to become a full-time deal sourcer, whether you become a part-time deal sourcer where you co-source with other people, learning how to find deals is the key ingredient behind building your own portfolio and adding extra income at the same time. But you have to be compliant. In this video, what we're going to do is see if ChatGTP can help us get compliant. But if you had your head under a rock for a while and you don't know what ChatGTP is, this is what an article online says. When I've Googled it, this came up as a top search. ChatGTP is a natural language processing tool driven by AI technology that allows you to have human-like conversations and much more with a chatbot. The language model can answer questions, assist you with tasks such as composing emails, essays, and code. So obviously ChatGTP's language is better than mine because I couldn't even pronounce the language. But let's see if ChatGTP can help us out with becoming compliant as a deal sourcer in under 10 minutes. We're going to do this actually live now. If you're not familiar with deal sourcing, make sure you watch this video as I go into a beginner's guide for deal sourcing, which is relevant to this video, but to depth of a video for this in one. So make sure you watch that afterwards. It'll be in the description below. But let's get into this. Why am I sharing this? I'm Harvey, remote property investor. I went from 5 property deals in my first 5 years to nearly 50 in a 2-year period when I added deal sourcing, BRR, self-education and social media to the mix of that. I went full time into property in a short period of time. Without question of that, as I said already, this is the fastest thing you can do to replace your income or supplement your income or grow a portfolio. So I've done over 100 property deals, most of them BRR, and a lot of those sourced for clients charging on average 5.5k per property. So I've got a bit of experience around deal sourcing, but as I said, it's really important. When I first started in 2015 deal sourcing, the compliance level wasn't what it is today. The attention wasn't what it is today. So it's really important that you get compliant. So let's jump onto ChatGTP and let's see if we can get ChatGTP to help us to be compliant. I'm using this in our business daily now, not just ChatGTP, lots of other AI tools. And it's an open AI now. AI has been in our lives for a long while, but it's the first time it's been open for us to be able to use it at this sort of depth. Before, in things like Canva and captions and these sort of apps, AI has been generating this technology for us to help us in our businesses, but this is the first proper grasp that we can use this. And I've been using it daily, and I'm equally as excited as I am scared. Obviously, people seeing the Terminator and the robots take over the world. It is a possibility. Musk talks about it, but in my head, it's like, look, let's use this to earn as much money as humanly possible with these tools. In the meantime, let's be super friendly to ChatGTP, as you said. So hopefully I'll put myself in a better position if that case scenario happens, but there's no point worrying about it. This genie's out of the pot. What's going to happen is going to happen. In the meantime, we might as well enjoy your life and utilize it as much as we can now. So love to hear in the comments. Do you use ChatGTP? How are you using this at the moment? Put in the comments how you're using this. I'm really trying to explore different ways of using AI in my businesses. So I'd love to hear in the comments how you're using this, or if you're using this, or even if you're thinking about using this. But let's get into this. So let's get this up. I've got Pocket AI, which is the app version of ChatGTP. It's by OpenAI as well. This gives you a ChatGTP for the more advanced stuff. So it gives me the image generator and lots of other stuff with there. But let's see if this can help me with compliance. So I'm going to go at the top here. I'm going to go on ask a question.
How can I assist you?
So what I'm going to ask ChatGTP, I'm going to use the mic to hopefully catch me with this. I'm going to ask it if it can help me to become a compliant deal sourcer in the UK. Before we go into that, let's have a look at this list here. This is what we need to be compliant, and let's see how accurate that is. So you need to be registered company, you need to be registered with the Ombudsman, you need to be registered with Property Data Protection, you need to be registered with HMRC anti-money laundering, you need AML, which stands for anti-money laundering training, and you need an indemnity insurance. So let's see how ChatGTP fares up with helping us to do this. Hey ChatGTP, could you give me a to-do list how to become a compliant property deal sourcer in the UK? Let's see what it says.
Certainly. Here is a to-do list to become a compliant property deal sourcer in the UK. 1. Understand and comply with UK property laws and regulations, such as the Property Misdescriptions Act, the Estate Agents Act, and the Consumer Protection from Unfair Trading Regulations 2. Obtain the proper training and education. Consider taking a course in property investing or attend a real estate seminar to gain knowledge on property deals and sourcing. 3. Develop a network of contacts in the property industry, including estate agents, property investors, and lenders. This will help you to learn about property investment opportunities and trends, and to make connections that can assist you in your work. 4. Create a business plan that outlines your objectives, target market, and strategies for generating leads and closing deals. 5. Register your business with HMRC, the UK tax authority, to ensure that you are paying the appropriate taxes and following UK tax law. 6. Apply for relevant insurance policies such as professional indemnity insurance and employer's liability insurance. 7. Stay up to date on property market trends and changes in regulations by attending seminars on property industry updates, reading industry publications, and joining professional bodies such as the National Association of Property Buyers Aid. Finally, ensure that you maintain professional standards and conduct business ethically, putting the needs of your clients and partners first at all times. I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any further questions.
So, not bad. We covered off quite a lot on that list of what we had there, but we didn't quite get enough. So ChatGTP and these open AIs are as good as your prompts. So how well you prompt it is how well you get the information back out. So often that first prompt is just a little tester to see what comes back, to give you inspiration to ask better questions. So the power of your questions, the power of your results. So let's ask on a little bit more, but we did cover quite a lot off that list already. So let's think of another question to go with that. What do I need to be a compliant deal sourcer in the UK? Please, ChatGTP. Always say please to these AIs in case they do come and take over the world, and hopefully they realise I was a polite guy. So let's see what this gives us now.
Certainly, as a property deal sourcer in the UK, there are various requirements you need to fulfill in order to be compliant. Here are some of the key things to keep in mind. 1. Register with HMRC. You must register with HM Revenue and Customs, HMRC, for anti-money laundering supervision. This involves filling out a registration form and providing your business details. 2. Obtain a professional indemnity insurance. It's important to have professional indemnity insurance to cover you in case of any legal actions taken against you. 3. Obtain a data protection license. You need to hold a data protection license to handle the personal data of clients. 4. Stay up to date on relevant laws and regulations. Property deal sourcing is a nuanced industry, so it's important to stay abreast of relevant laws and regulations affecting your business. Overall, to ensure compliance as a property deal sourcer in the UK, it's important to take a proactive approach and constantly educate yourself on requirements. If you're interested, I can find additional resources to help you get started.
So that was much better as well. So you can see a couple of prompts. I've got the right answers. I asked the wrong answer a question a minute ago. So now I'm going to engage more on this conversation. So yes, ChatGTP, can you please give me some resources how to get anti-money laundering training for a property deal sourcer in the UK, and what SIT codes I need to register with the HMRC?
Sure. To get anti-money laundering training specifically for property deals, you can consider 1. Taking an online course from a reputable provider such as the International Compliance Association (ICA) or Association of Certified Anti-Money Laundering Specialists (ACMS). 2. Asking your employer or professional association if they offer training on anti-money laundering specifically for property deals. 3. Attending a workshop or seminar on the topic offered by a trusted organization. In the UK, if you are involved in estate agency work that falls within the scope of the money laundering regulations, 2017, you will need to register with HMRC and obtain an MLR registration number. Estate agency work is defined as business that involves acting as an estate agent in relation to property in the UK, the Channel Islands or the Isle of Man. The SIC code for estate agents and property management is 68.31. I hope this information helps.
So as you can see, it can be a super powerful tool. You do have to prompt it correctly, but we're ticking off loads of the list of stuff. So even telling us where to get training from, what a SIT code is. Definitely cross-reference it, because it's grabbing information from the internet and it's only getting information up to 2021. So some of the things can be inaccurate, so you do want to cross-reference it. You can see it's starting to give you a game plan really quickly on how to become a compliant deal sourcer. And as I said, adding deal sourcing to your property strategy is really key. Watch this video here if you want to know exactly what strategy is going to work for you for the rest of 2023. And if you're still here at the moment, I really appreciate if you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Please share this out. My wife's living my terms. My mission is to help as many people live in their terms using education as a tool to do that. So if you could share this out, I'd be super appreciative. But if you don't evolve your ideas, you never live on your own terms. So evolve your ideas, live on your own terms, and maybe watch these videos that YouTube is suggesting that you would like next.